Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be reviewing the pilot episode of The Flash. So while getting into The Flash, let me talk about the tone of The Flash. Comparing this to Arrow, I really felt this was a great contrast to the show. I felt that Arrow, with its darker, more grittier tone, more grounded in some capacity. I felt the Flash had a really nice, more superpowered. It's more about superpowers, this one. And what I really like was the device that they used was because of the lightning storm, the project that they were doing at Star Labs. I thought that was a nice little setup for things to come, for more superpowered beings to come and to be introduced into this world of Arrow and Flash. It makes me wonder though if they're trying to keep the superpowered things away from Arrow's series, because it was kind of weird in the beginning when, even though we got to see Oliver later on, it seemed like the show was trying to separate itself from Arrow in some way. Not what I mean by is that when we see that scene from Arrow where Barry is walking into that room right when he's gonna be struck by lightning, he's wiping I think it was blood from his nose, or I forgot exactly what it was, but he had a tissue and he was wiping his nose. And I remember, if you go back and watch that Arrow episode where Barry was going to be hit by lightning, he was actually supposed to be talking to Felicity over the phone during that scene. And I don't know if this was done intentionally to kind of like, if you haven't seen Arrow, don't worry about it, we're going to do it from another perspective, or we're going to forget that whole scene happened that way. It happened differently. So then it makes you wonder, well, then when was he talking to Felicity over the phone? I'm not going to get too wrapped up into that, though, because I know Felicity is supposed to be coming onto The Flash in an upcoming episode, so we'll see if there's some explanation there. For sure they'll answer something like that, the issues that were left untold in Arrow with Felicity and Barry. So the supporting cast, I'm really liking them. I think all the supporting cast seem really fun and interesting so far. Again, they're very different from Arrow's supporting cast, which is good. They fit the tone of this series. Isis, I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about her yet. I'm worried that she'll become like another Lana. She doesn't seem too bitchy or anything. She seems cool so far, but I hate that she's like putting Barry in the friend zone. I hate it. That's like what Lana did to Clark on Smallville, and it annoyed the shit out of me. It's like, come on, you don't see the guy that's right for you is right in front of you. Why you friend zoning him? Something I did like though was that her father, the detective, he found out Barry's identity at the end of this episode. And that was something I'm happy they actually... I thought it was cool that they decided to take the character in that direction. So it makes me wonder like how they're going to be playing with him. Is he the one that's going to like help Barry get these missions, or, help him out in some way, give him a little bit more information on the cases that he's working on? So it's going to be interesting in that sense. Clearly there's something very similar to like how Oliver has Laurel and Detective Lance, and how it seems like that it might be a little bit closer to those guys, except Laurel didn't put Oliver in the friend zone. Oliver actually banged her and her sister, so it's a completely different relationship in that sense. I like to think of it as a more grown-up relationship, but it's so far everything about the supporting cast I'm enjoying. The costume, I love Flash's suit in this. I think it really suits the tone of the series. The special effects were really impressive too for a television show. I thought special effects definitely not movie quality, obviously, but like it shows how far we've gone, even for television. They're pretty good. They're really good and suit the show. So, and it shouldn't really be about special effects, in my opinion. When you're going to watch a show, the first and most important stuff should be character and story, and for sure, The Flash has that. Again, I have to point out I really enjoyed Stephen Amell, his cameo as Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. I thought that was a really nice little Easter egg. My problem is I feel I saw the 5 minute trailer for the Flash, and basically that trailer ruined everything for me. So I knew he was going to be appearing, and I wish I didn't watch that trailer, because really that should have been a surprise. I feel like that was like when the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton was coming out. They like showed in some of the previews, they were showing like Robert Downey Jr.'s cameo, and I'm like, why would you guys do that? That should be like a surprise, and that's something that kind of pissed me off. But it was still enjoyable once I saw it. It's like, okay, I know what he's already gonna say because I heard it in the 5 minute trailer, but it was still cool to like see him there and in the first full episode, even though, like I said, we already knew. The most surprising bit, though, even though like pretty much the whole episode was like spoiled for all of us, I guess, if you watch that 5 minute trailer, the coolest part was at the very end, when we got to see the guy in the wheelchair. I forgot his name right now. When we got to see that big revelation from him. I'm not gonna spoil it, because like if you haven't seen the episode, go and watch it right now. It's new, it's fresh. You guys have a whole week to catch up right now until the second episode comes. So don't slack off and not hold it off for too long. Watch it right now, right after you watch my review or whatever. And the big revelation sets up what's to come for the rest of the series, and definitely that got me more excited for next week's episode, which I'm not going to watch no trailers anymore, because this show, clearly they want to ruin everything when it comes to trailers. So yeah, I'm totally looking forward to next week's episode. I give this one an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a lot of fun, very exciting. A lot of nice little Easter eggs throughout the episode that a lot of hardcore nerds will know. If you want to know who killed Barry's mom, watch the animated movie Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox. If you don't want to know who killed Barry's mom, don't watch that movie. Even though it's a really great animated movie, but yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled on that part, don't watch that animated movie. Okay, guys, so with that being said, I can't wait for next week. Tomorrow is going to be Arrow, which I'm also very excited about. That I hardly know what the hell's going to be happening in that episode, because the trailer didn't spoil much on that one. So hopefully there's going to be a lot of surprises that I don't know about. So okay, until tomorrow. Or next week, if you're only watching my Flash reviews, then yeah, next time.